We retired several months ago, aged 50 and 52. We sold everything, rented our house out, got our 2 backpacks and set off to travel around the world. We have been to countries in Australasia, in Asia, in Europe. We're having a fabulous time. We've seen things, met people, tasted foods, and our lives are full and rich. We also have the everyday tasks of shopping, making lunch, packing, cooking, doing laundry, washing dishes. So all of those things don't go away, including traveling on public transport. So why are we YouTubing? Why are we filling our time with video editing and uploading videos to YouTube, making thumbnails, answering comments? Why are we doing it? Why do we need to fill our lives with this? The answer is not just one simple thing. We enjoy it. It's kind of like our hobby. We are not doing another job. We do not want another job. But let's explain a bit further.
So in a past life when I was working, I spent time with businesses, managing businesses, with brands, with marketing, with sales, and holding a company together.
And I was teaching. So I was always finding the best way when I'm teaching a lesson to explain things to the students. And it's like storytelling. So you're finding a way to capture their attention and hold their attention to try and explain something to them, which to me is like creating a video. And on top of that, towards the last couple of years of teaching, I was actually put in the computer class and asked to teach digital skills. So I managed to have
learn from scratch
and have one day a week where I taught Photoshop and video editing and had lots of fun with that. And I found I really enjoyed making videos, and that's been really useful and really fun to be able to continue that making YouTube videos.
Yeah, so a lot of the skills that we've had naturally over the last 20 years are ones that we want to keep using. We certainly don't want to erase our past. So this is all about moving forward and using some of the skills we've got. Because if you don't use it, you'll lose it.
Yeah. So we've got the YouTube channel that, I'm doing a lot of video editing because that's the part that I enjoy, and I'm still learning lots. And Euan's doing a lot of the social media and the marketing. And
I enjoy the comments and really just working through the thoughts that you have and trying to put them in a logical way and having meaningful interaction with other people around the world who are in the same community or have similar interests. So I think for me that's definitely not work, that's really socializing.
Yeah. So that has been something else, is it's also been a way of meeting other people doing the same thing through social media, through YouTube, and through the YouTube videos that we watched before we started, that starting to comment on other people's videos, and you kind of feel like these people because you're watching their videos every week and you're seeing their story. So we're now part of that community, sharing our lives.
And you know more about these people often and the things they're doing in their lives than you would from people you see day to day.
Yeah. So I think it's been a really good way to get involved in a community and meet people, and we've already bumped into one couple who we follow on YouTube. So we've met them in person, and we're hoping to meet others. Narrowly missed someone else in Thailand. And
so it may be at the side of a lake, it may be on a cruise ship, it may be on a beach, and that's another good excuse to go for a coffee or a beer and seek out someone who you know that you've got at least something in common with.
So another good reason to do YouTube. So why videos are good as compared to photos or a diary? So photo albums is what I always used to do. Like, I had endless photo albums as a kid that I used to spend time putting, saving tickets and chocolate wrappers. And
so this is keeping memories alive
and
remembering holidays, that sort of thing.
And that's how I used to do it. And I used to collect everything. So tickets, photos, write the story. This is the zoo in Regent's Park. We took the tube to Heathrow Airport. We saw lots of planes in Concorde. It was great. Paul Daniels' magic show, goodness me. There's me in Legoland. Look, even kept a chocolate wrapper. But obviously that's a physical thing, and we're not carrying physical things around anymore. Same with a diary. Like we found your diary from travels when we were backpacking.
Yeah, we came back to England. I didn't even remember I'd written a diary. And then we found a diary, and all of my travels, religiously, day by day, there was some kind of entry for what I'd done. And you were quite taken with one of them.
So you can get emotion in a diary. I could not stop laughing when I read this bit enough to tell you and what I'd read.
Yeah, she's reading my diaries.
That's it. You'd written, I broke an apple in half with my bare hands. Wowee!
Exclamation.
With my bare hands was in capital letters and wowee was in capital letters. So there's emotion there. But how much better would that have been if we had a video of you breaking an apple in half?
Maybe some quiet time I'll break an apple in half with my bare hands just for you.
But equally, again, writing a diary, it's a physical thing. Yes, we could type a diary. You know, people do vlogs. Yeah. But we like the videos, you know, like video editing. And I just think it's a really neat way to hold those memories and to show them to other people around the world, like friends and family, that you can just put them on YouTube and they can watch it.
I'd say the world is beyond blogs, unfortunately. The other thing I would say is that, I mean, we've just noticed meeting people now, to hold on to the memory of someone who is moving, or you feel their energy of a person an awful lot more if you've got a video of them rather than just memorizing that moment. If the person's moving about, you see if they're quick, if they're slow, if they're generating excitement, if they're sad, if they're happy. That sort of stuff is just immediate, and that's something you really can hold on to forever.
Ready to go!
No more excuses!
We're going up there.
Look at the mountains.
Good thing I find about making videos for YouTube is that I feel like we learn more about the history and stories of places that we go, because wherever we are there's always signs, and you Google it or you look things up in the moment and then you've forgotten it a moment later. Like we've done that, like I remember doing that particularly in China, reading a sign and then walking out onto a bridge and trying to do a video explaining the story, and I'd already forgotten what it was. We're on the 5 arch bridge, and there was 9 holes in the river that they were covering, something like that. And then they've got different animals, the lions and the elephants. Can't remember why. I'll have to look again when we put it up. Something about 2 animals, lions and elephants.
Even if you actually pay for a guide, you hear it, you ask the question, you go yes, 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 and then 10 minutes later you've probably forgotten it too.
Yeah. So I don't know, it's kind of nice to then consolidate things afterwards, because I find when I'm editing and I'm looking at things, I then Google to confirm what I've said or what we've said or what I'm about to say in the voiceover or put up in the captions above it. So I do a lot of Googling when I'm editing to remember the stories and fact check things. So it means that, and I'm learning more there, which really all of this would be better done before we see things.
Yeah, but it's going to let us fact check things in the past as well, and we'll be able to go, oh, remember that when you said that about this place at that time, or we've done this before, and we'll go, ah, yes, after watching that video again.
So yeah, it's a, I think that's one of the good things about making the YouTube videos is we remember the stories better and the history and learning more about places we're going.
You always remember, like with a photo you remember something, but with a video you remember it much, much more. Even, you know, just a couple of seconds of a video, often the whole thing will come back.
Yeah.
You're brought back to the movement as well as just the picture and the colours, and you can imagine the smells.
I think having the videos as well captures emotions. It's not just, you know, in the sense that a diary can, you can write that, but you're not capturing it in the moment, you're remembering it later. You know, you'd write the diary that evening about how you remember it, but when you're videoing it, you're getting it in the moment. Like our Great Wall Marathon video, I think, is the best example of that. The bits that we've both videoed when we were actually in it running. Like
raw emotion when you're about to die, yes, or you think you might die, yeah, or there's a possibility that it could happen.
Yeah. 35 kilometers in and I made the cutoff. Gosh, it's hard to go past the finish line with everyone finishing, when you've still got another 7k to go. But I'm back on the wall, lucky me. 5 hours 45, 7k to go.
Well, definitely good to be alive. I'm off the wall. 37.5 kilometers. Slight full body shutdown with all my muscles in my legs cramping. Bit of a half faint, which is not good fun on the wall. The medics were a bit confused, but they could only speak Chinese. So I sat with them, chilled out. A guy gave me salt, which seemed to be the missing ingredient. As soon as I had that in me, I started to feel an awful lot better. I've had another gel, and now we've just got 5k to do in an hour and 20 minutes, surely.
But I think that's something that's really good to capture, and we don't always remember to, and sometimes it's just too exciting, or
and you don't want to see whole experiences through the lens, but you do want to share the excitement, and the best way of sharing the excitement is at the time.
Yeah, and not just share the excitement, remember the excitement, remember how you felt when you went somewhere. So that's a really good thing about making videos.
So one of the fun bits of YouTube, I think for both of us, is interaction with other people, and you never know how it's going to grow. So the idea that we've been speaking about, where YouTube gives us something to build, it's an extra conversation point, and building from not having a YouTube channel to having a YouTube channel to having a couple of subscribers, a few family members, and then 25 people that we know quite well when we started in Cairns originally. It's amazing how it's growing.
Yeah, and because if you look at YouTube analytics, you actually get stages and you get feedback, and you can look at numbers. And I've always liked looking at numbers. I do daily challenges and I have numbers of this, and keeping records of things. So seeing numbers and statistics I quite like. I don't know, is that a thing for you? Do you think it's nice to have the stats?
It's nice to see progression. It's nice to see that when you're doing something, there's a reward, even if it's not real. It's not necessarily monetary, but it's a reward in terms of, someone has watched. 2 people have watched.
Yeah, it's exciting to think that there's people who we don't know are watching our videos. And
hello.
Yes, hello. And,
drop us a like
and the idea
and a comment.
The idea that sometimes someone could just click on it, watch 5 seconds, and then click away. And you think, how many of those views are actually people who've watched the whole thing? But it's when we've had people commenting on things that are at the end of the video. So we think, gosh, they actually watched the whole thing. So it's really nice to sort of it's a reward for all the work we put into it. Not work, but all the time we put into it creating something. It's that, for me, it's the creation of something, and then the acknowledgement that what you created is actually working, people like it.
Especially if it's one you're happy with.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely not happy with all the videos that we've made, and some we think are way better than others, and they're not necessarily the ones that people have watched. So watch them all. You never know.
That's nice, having that kind of acknowledgement when people comment, and that they've appreciated it. But also the numbers, seeing the numbers grow, and seeing like some of our videos, our China videos, had one of them had 20,000 people watched it. We don't know nearly that many people, and that's exciting. And it means that the whole YouTube partner program, where you actually start getting paid, the statistics that you have to reach for that. To get into the YouTube partner program, where you're eligible to earn money, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in a year.
Currently.
And when we hit 500 subscribers, we got an email saying, welcome to the program. It's not 1,000, but you get in a smaller part of the program. But it was so exciting to get that email.
It's letting you set up the back of house for when you become rich and famous, or you're going to be paid 2 cents a week.
But it's exciting to be told, well done, and with my Duolingo, it's ping, you got a star, or Strava, and people give you kudos. I like all those little thumbs up if someone likes your post on Facebook. I like all that recognition. So a little email with a ping, congratulations, I liked it. So I like all that little acknowledgement that you get from the statistics, and who knows, in the future we may actually reach the stage that we're eligible to make money from them.
The part I enjoy more of it is when there are comments. I like comments. I like chatting to people. I like posing questions. I like finding out more about people. And the more comments you have, the more you find out about people, the more you can sort of make real friends and know that when we meet up with hopefully some of you people at some point in the future, then we already know something about each other already. So comments, yes. Drop a comment, subscribe,
like, all those things.
Definitely do those things. And yeah, if you write a comment, I'll reply.
So in short, we YouTube because it gives us a way to use our skills, to continue using our skills. It allows us to become part of a community and even build a community. It is our version of the modern photo album. It allows us to learn more about history and remember that history and continue with our memories. And it's also a way to measure progression and growth, which I think is very important to still have. So this is why we YouTube.